Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here to play the third round of Vyeshal Kyawlnez. It's gonna be box, CyanideTrick, and Whatisaphone against each other. Just to recap the rules here, there are scarce gristmills, no campfires, and balloon is banned. Hope you're all ready to see some very entertaining and very chaotic matches here. We're just waiting for them to pick the unit here and let us see what happens. I'm just going to grab myself a glass of water here and prepare myself for the chaos. Delicious, delicious water. Remember to get yourself a good drink of water. It is very healthy for you and I totally recommend it. Seems like we're going to see Badger Wolf and another Badger from Whatisaphone here. So, CyanideTrick though has yet to decide what his build is going to be. Wire. Alright, let's get right into player introduction. Starting in the right side of the map here, we have Box. In the top side of the map, we have CyanideTrick. And in the left side, we have Whatisaphone. Good question. So it seems like everyone except Box here is just going for a standard 5-farm play here. Box though is looking to do something maybe. Maybe he's going to MGG some people or place a double squall one and try and push with that. He has scouted Cyanide and Whatisaphone though, so see what his choice here will be to do with his food. He'll be going for a double squall one as predicted into another farm. CyanideTrick here is going 5-farm Warren, and Whatisaphone is going for 5-farm Warren into a 6-farm right after. Pretty standout play so far. No one is going into some heavy eco or anything. Seems like we're just in the early game here, and no one is going for any offense, except maybe Box with those double squall Warrens? He might. Liz is coming out here for CyanideTrick here, though. He watched James Boring, and he was very excited to see all those Lizards here. And Whatisaphone is actually also going Lizards here, so it's going to be a very Lizard-heavy match, with the only one using Squall so far being Box. Ty's going to put some wire here. He just wants to defend himself, and speaking of, we should probably talk about mill placement here, because it seems like CyanideTrick is going to have some trouble here. Both Whatisaphone here and Box has some very easy to get to expansions, but CyanideTrick has one expansion right in the middle of the map here that is very vulnerable to being poked down and taken by other players. Box here is going to be very sad if he's going to look for another mill here, because there are only the 3 mills up here. There is nothing more to come from. The whole south part of the map here is just barren and empty, and there's not a lot of exciting things to find. Not even a good flank route. CyanideTrick here is going for his skunks already here. He's going to be a little bit defensive with those wires here. He wants to expand out and grab this mill here, obviously, but it's going to be very hard for him, because it's just between the two players, just squished in between them. Very unfortunate map for CyanideTrick here. Box is going for a 7th farm only now, so Box is going to be very behind on eco if we just play up the graph here. He hasn't even got his 8th farm here. Cyanide has it, and Whatisaphone just went immediately up on it. And compared to the others, he's very ahead here. But on army value, CyanideTrick here is going to be actually not behind everyone. Box here has a really nice army to look at, with already now a T2. While CyanideTrick here, yes, skunks, but I don't think that's going to be doing very well against the Falcon here. Box is looking to expand now. He should probably do that. That's a very good time to expand in this game mode here. And so is CyanideTrick. We come to the part here where everyone wants to expand and the fighting will soon commence. It's going to be very hard for Whatisaphone to attack Box though, and CyanideTrick is going to suffer from both sides here, unless he somehow pulls out a magic trick from his coat. Who knows what Belafitte's heights in those long coats of his. He's gonna wire up here. He's gonna try and do his best to just defend this middle gristmill here. He knows he's unavoidable stuff. He knows he has to play extremely carefully here. MG going up for Box here. Box just wants to secure the second mill here, which is very, very good here. So everyone's playing a very, very turtly game here. No one's really going for anything. Whatisaphone is going to be behind on eco though if he doesn't expand soon, because both Cyanide and Box has already expanded. Seems like there's going to be some fighting going on here, maybe. Cyanide and Box are looking at each other very threateningly here. Box tried to take out the wire here, but it doesn't seem like Cyanide is going to just let him. And now Whatisaphone is going to move out here and try to threaten Cyanide by taking this mill here while having his army forward here. All that army is going to push, but these skunks are going to put some gas down there and just force a little bit of a retreat from Whatisaphone. Meanwhile, on the other side, Box here is just going to chill and build 2 more farms. And hopefully not have to do much. Fairy Poke here is going to go on meanwhile, and oh, those might have been out of position. Can he go for them? He's going to put the skunk gas down here to try and poke here. He loses 1 lizard here and gets to take a lot of damage down on that fairy. And since there's no kitchens to see from Whatisaphone here yet, it might be very hard for him to recover there, the health. 4 farms for Cyanide and 5 farms for Box here, and Whatisaphone now has this mill and has went for 3 farms immediately as soon as it came up. Gonna be some Fairy versus Skunk Poke here. Fairy Poke is gonna come down and it's gonna be healed right up by those pigeons there. Those pigeons are gonna be very good in this poke fight here, and the Fairies meanwhile gonna take a little while longer to recover here. And Micro coming in from CyanideTrick here who's going to try and poke, but he loses a snake to the army of Whatisaphone. Not so good Micro, but very good on Whatisaphone part for his good Micro. Fairy Poke is going to come in here from Box. He's going to be Fairy Poke from both sides now, which is going to be absolutely terrible for poor CyanideTrick here, who really didn't have the good map here. Box is going up on 8 farms now, so he's going to be very economically ahead, while Whatisaphone is just sitting there on 4 farms and going for a Badger that has just been queued. 40 seconds and the Badger will be out. Will it be a negation? No. It's just going to be more Fairy Poke from Whatisaphone here. And if Box starts doing the same, it's going to look very, very sad for CyanideTrick here. Yes, that is indeed those fairies on the other side there being very much in the way. Or CyanideTrick having to be bullied around by 2 players like this. At least the commander from Box here can actually distract Whatisaphone's army temporarily, making sure that just for a moment there won't be poke. CyanideTrick though is going to sneak his lizards around here. I said there were no good flank routes, but it seems like CyanideTrick here is here to defy me and say, hey, look at this flank. But there's T-freeze on both sides here, and it seems like there's going to be some action here. He can actually snipe this T3 one, but the Badger's already out. He's going to try and take down this bullet hive here, and he's going to try and take down the Badger Warren, but it just has too much health and that goes down. Meanwhile, from the other side here, Whatisaphone is going to use this opportunity to poke, but not actually take down the gristmill. He keeps it alive, maybe for some kind of diplomacy reason. Maybe he wants to have CyanideTrick fight not him for a little bit first. 6 snakes here though. That's going to be very, very tough here to push through. And Whatisaphone actually decides to push here, but see if we can keep his Badger alive with all the snake poison being in the way here. It's on 5 stacks. Are the pigeons going to heal it? The Badger is down for Whatisaphone here. Meanwhile, Red Box here is going to just sit here and poke on the other side here, and it seems like these snakes are going to be very effective at just hitting, running, hitting, and oh, the Red Army here for Box is actually going to push in now, and the snakes here from CyanideTrick is going to poison the Badger and actually get it down here. Poison some of the squirrels here, try to take them out. Very poor position from CyanideTrick, who is now starving and has to sell off something and try to build up that gristmill again. This is just sad to look at. Poison coming down from some of these snakes here onto the Whatisaphone's army here. Maybe taking down a few falcons there, but still he loses his army and it is looking very bleak for him. He has to build that gristmill now or else he will lose the game. 33 seconds on the start clock here. I think this is looking very, very bad for him. I don't think he will be able to build his mill again. He has 5 seconds. He has to start. It takes 20 seconds to build the gristmill. Will he start in time? The answer is maybe. He started right at 20 seconds. So we'll see. We'll see if he actually gets to. He has to have 60 food. He doesn't have 60 food right now. And no, Box here is just going to come in here and deny this completely. It seems... Oh, we have a lag spike here. But it seems like Box here is just going to come in here and completely remove this mill in just a second. Whenever this lag hopefully stops. Else we'll have to redo this match here. That'd be a little bit annoying. Box is going to disconnect from the game, and CyanideTrick is going to starve, and the game actually goes to Whatisaphone. And in the chat they said Box wins. In the chat, they said Box would win. I am sorry that I'm laughing at this. Congratulations to Whatisaphone for winning this match.